All right, so tonight I'm going to be racing the 92 Winston 500 from Talladega. Quick look at the points. After Martinsville, I am now ninth in points. I moved up 3 spots. I actually won at Martinsville. It was kind of a fluky race. It was pretty competitive, and then there was a long green flag run of about 150 laps or so. And in that green flag run, the AI tires just completely fell off, and I ended up lapping the field. And then I got lucky or pretty fortunate with a caution and almost lapped everyone twice. Um, so I've got 1 victory, 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s, 1 pole at Darlington, and I've led 191 laps. The vast majority of those were at Martinsville. All right, so tonight is Talladega. I'm feeling okay about this race. I'm not the biggest fan of racing these restrictor plate races, but it is what it is, so I'm going to go for it. All right, so 100% is 188 laps. That's 500 miles. The 92 season, there were 40 cars that started this race, so 39 AI and me. I'm running 99%. I usually run at 98% on restrictor plates, but it's been a little easy, so I'm going to up it to 99. Realistic, all boxes ticked. Okay. No. And so this Talladega is just the default Talladega track, but I have done a few changes to the lines on the track. So back in the 90s, they didn't have that yellow line because they didn't have the out of bounds rule. So I got rid of that, and then I made the dashed lines all the way down, which is what it was like back in the day. So all the seating is still the same and all of that stuff. So that's the only change, just to give it a little bit more of a retro feel. All right, qualify fast, qualify. I'm gonna go right to qualifying. Oh, this is one of my beefs with this game, is that it just came out right when NASCAR was doing this gimmicky rule change to try and break up the packs at Talladega. And so with the Cup physics, the fuel level is only 13 gallons. So that means we got to do like twice as many pit stops as they would have done back in 92 and all of the 90s. I think they made that rule change in 2002. And even when they made the rule change, it didn't change pack racing that much. So it was really just kind of dumb that they did it, but it is what it is. So with Cup physics, there's only 13 gallons in the fuel tank. And I think the only way you can actually change that is by changing the EXE file. And I'm kind of a purist. I don't really like changing a lot of stuff, so I'm just going to do it with 13 gallons. I did consider running this race and just the restrictor play races with GNS physics, because with the Busch cars, it's still a 22-gallon fuel tank, and you can go like 60 laps on a tank of fuel. I considered doing that, but I've done them all with Cup physics so far, so I'm just going to keep doing Cup physics. And I'm doing the fast setup and the default qualify setup. All right, here we go. Thankfully, the cloudiness doesn't matter too much. It might make it a little slippier on like the first lap on new tires or when coming off pit road, but the revs don't really get high enough to really spin you out on cold tires. So, I mean, hopefully it gets clear. The game looks a lot better when it's clear, but if it's cloudy and cold, it's not as big a deal. I'll try not to complain about it too much. like I did at Bristol. That was frustrating.
Okay, here comes your first timed lap.
I haven't figured out how to edit the walls of a track. Once I figure that out, I'll probably change this more modern Talladega logo to something a little more retro. Maybe what they had with the stars in the mid-90s. Or when it was those skinny letters, like in the early 90s and 80s. They'll just start slamming on the brakes and for no reason. And what happens, like if at other tracks it's not as big a deal, like Ted Musgrave did it at Rockingham and I almost nailed him in turn 1 and 2. It's happened at Atlanta. I think Michael Waltrip did it. I think Michael Waltrip might have done it at Bristol too. But it's usually not a big deal at other tracks. But here it's a real problem because for some reason they tend to do it in the first 3 or 4 laps. The car that will be in the big pack and an AI car will just slam on the brakes for no reason, and then every car behind him will just slam on the brakes, and there's no time to react, and you just slam into the AI car ahead of you. I'm really hoping that's not going to happen, but I have considered that if it happens in the first 5 laps, I may restart the race. Hopefully it just doesn't happen, and then I don't have to worry about it. But if it does, I think that's one issue, the one issue so far that would cause me to restart a race. The other thing, so in order to try and avoid that, I just get really aggressive on the start and I try and get up to the front as soon as possible. And I figure the closer I am to the front, if someone does do that, then they do it behind me. And then it doesn't bother me because it breaks the pack up a little bit. But if it happens in front of me, it's unavoidable and it just ends the race on lap 2. So if that happens, I may restart. We'll see. All right, I'm going to practice a couple pit stops.
Limit 55. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds.
All right, speed limit is pretty much exactly 3,500 in second.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Inside. Clear.
right in between the two Walter brothers. All right, I'm gonna pit right here. Hopefully Michael doesn't run me over.
Car outside. Clear outside. Limits 55. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds.
Okay, hopefully I didn't speed. And I'm only a few pit stalls in because I'm starting 31st. I'm about 2 or 3 pit stalls in front of that red NASCAR tower. I'll try to use that as reference.
Go, go, go! Limits 55. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds.
The other issue here, because you only go 30 laps on a tank of fuel, is I only change 2 tires per pit stop. So that makes the pit stops only like 9 seconds long. And that's kind of a bummer.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
The pit stops are too short, and so I don't really get a chance to like have a drink of tea or anything, which is lame. So I'm just, in general, I'm not the biggest fan of the restrictor plate tracks. All right, I'm gonna try one more pit stop. Here come the Walter brothers again. Oh, I was gonna pit right there. As far as like race strategy, this race is pretty boring. I'm just gonna floor it, try and get to the front of the field as fast as possible, and then hug the bottom line. The way the AI is, if you're on the bottom, you go forward. If you're on the second lane or the third lane, you go backward. So as long as you're on the bottom lane, that's the safest place to be. Though cars will still gang up and pass me on the outside, but I'm just going to keep the bottom lane and not really worry about it.
Car outside. Clear. Limits 55. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds. You're too far forward. Back up.
Of course.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds. You're too far forward. Back up.
All right. All right, so yeah, these from 32 back, they're all gonna fall off the draft for the most part. Jimmy Means might stay up there. Jim Hensley might, but Glotchback, Schacht, Belmont, Horton, Hillen, Jimmy Spencer, Stan Smith, those guys are all gonna fall off the draft. So on the start, I'm just going to get as low as I can. And thankfully, the player car seems to start faster than the AI cars here. So I'm just going to get as low as I can and just start taking every advantage to go 3 wide. and get up to the front as soon as possible. And hopefully I don't have that AI issue where the AI just starts braking and stopping in the middle of everyone, and then it's just a madhouse. And then hopefully it's just a boring race after that. All right, I'm ready. Hopefully it stays clear. Nice.
Drivers, start your engines!
All right, 3,500 in second. I should have made note, but I'm also pitting right behind the 41. So it'll go Bobby Hamilton, Greg Sachs, then me, and then Jimmy Means, and then Jimmy Hensley, and then Stan Smith. All right, hopefully I don't wreck. Hopefully I can get to the front. Hopefully the AI doesn't do anything dumb in the first 5 laps. Lap traffic is always an issue here. The AI slows down, of course, but hopefully I'll be in the front and it won't be so bad. And then once we get past the first pit stop, the field will be really strung out and it's much easier to drive then. So really just want to make it to the first pit stop.
Green flag, green flag. Green, green, green.
Hopefully I can get in front of Dave here. Okay, good.
Outside. Still there. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Outside. Clear outside, outside. Still there. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside. Car outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Outside. Still there. Clear. Outside. Clear outside. Outside. Still there. bottom, 3 wide, car outside. Still there. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside. Still there. Still there. Clear. Car outside. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear outside. Car outside. Clear. Outside. Still there. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Car outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside. Still there. Still there. Still there. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside. Still there. Still there. Clear. Car outside. Clear outside.
Stay back there, Terry. I almost let him by on accident. That scared me. I thought I had the bottom covered there, but he went even lower. See, I'd like to, it would be so cool if we could just get in line, but AI just don't want to drive in line. They want to pass, so. But it looks like this lead draft has been like cut in half. I'm thinking something happened about halfway through the field, and there's another big pack out behind us.
Still there. The next car is the leader. Still there. Still there. The next car is the leader. Still there. The next car is the leader. Clear outside. Outside. Clear outside. Still there.
5 bonus points.
Still there. You're in first.
Okay, good.
Clear outside.
Okay, I see a lap car already.
Outside. Still there. Still there. next car is the leader. The next car is the leader. Still there. The next car is the leader. Clear. Car outside. Still there. Clear. Outside. Here comes the leader.
All right,
The
this
next
is
car is the
Glock's
leader.
back.
Still there.
This is so nervy because you just don't know where you're going to catch him. And if you catch him in the wrong spot, then you got to slam on the brakes. Hopefully we'll catch him on the backstretch, it looks like. Maybe.
The next car is the leader.
Or we'll catch him right as we're going into a turn. Alright, I think we're going to catch him in the turn here. It's alright. Maybe off turn 4.
Clear outside.
Ooh, Harry, don't go there.
Outside. Still there.
Alright, come on, come on. Okay, good.
You're on the bottom, 3 wide. Car outside. Still
Well,
there.
I thought Harry was going to try and get in between us
Still there.
and
The
then
next
slam
car
on the
is the leader.
brakes
Clear.
to avoid him. Oh, and Glock's back is... I missed it. I didn't see what place he's in. Alright, on the first pit stop, on all green flag pit stops, I'm just going to do 2 tires. Looks like the right one should get changed first.
Changing just the right sides this time. Right sides only.
Guys are not wanting to stay behind me anymore.
Car outside.
A little worried about if I'll be able to stay with these guys after the pit stop. I mean, if Mark Martin and Harry Gant and Bill Elliott and Davey Allison hook up, I don't think there's any way I could stay with them. I mean, I'm able to hear kind of because I got a whole bunch of guys behind me.
Clear.
But if it was just like 5 cars, I think they would just take off.
Clear.
Especially if I was the 5th in line.
Car outside. Still there. Clear outside. Outside. Still there. Clear. The next car is the leader. next car is the leader. Clear. Looks like we're running low on fuel. If that fuel pressure gauge starts to drop, come on in. Outside. The next car is the leader. Still there. Clear.
All right, they should start pitting near any lap. Hopefully just not in front of me.
The next car is the leader. Outside. Here comes the
Okay,
leader.
there goes Harry.
Still there. The next car is the leader. You are on the point.
Oh gosh, I hit the apron a little bit.
Clear.
This is the worst part about these races.
Outside.
These guys will they'll just run right into you getting on pit road, so gotta try and keep them behind me. All right, Bill and Jeff Bodine and me.
We're almost out of fuel. You're going to have to come in for a splash.
Okay. Us three are kind of by our lonesome now. I think I'm going to go one more. Okay, Bill and Jeff Bodine just pit.
Clear.
You know, in real life, you like to pit with other people so that you can have drafting help going off pit road, but I don't know, to me it just feels dangerous having people right behind me when I slam on the brakes to go onto pit road and stuff. And I'm a little faster than them coming off pit road and on the access road on the apron, so I don't think it's an advantage to pit with other people. I've got drafting help right here. All right, coming in.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds.
Shoot, did I speed? I hope not. I don't think so.
Go, go, go! Limit's 55. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds.
See, everyone's getting 4 tires, so I'll be faster than all those guys.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
Alright, who's this? Okay, that's the 32 of Jimmy Horton. Who's this? 95 of Bob Schacht. Alright, so I'm way out in front. If I could latch onto these guys, that would be good, but they're a little too far out in front. Need more gum. Drinking and driving, it's not good. But it's Talladega, you can kind of get away with it. Those 10-second pit stops, man. Alright. Alright, the leaders are right behind me. I hate doing this, but you almost have to block them just to keep them from flying past. And even if I block them and stuff, I don't know if I'll be able to stay with them. See, there's Harry on the outside. I'm going to take the inside. Alright. Good, maybe he'll block him a little bit. Alright.
Clear.
Alright, that worked out pretty good. So now we have about 4 seconds on the second group. I know we're slower if I'm out front, so I kind of want one of them to pass me. And then we'll have a faster car out front. And then me be in the middle of the pack. Yeah, okay, let's see if Ernie goes past here. Terry Labonte's helping me.
Clear.
But that second pack is going to catch us if I'm leading this one. I'd rather it just be us 5.
Clear.
But if I take my foot off the gas to let one of them go, I'm afraid they'd lead me. And I'd lose the draft. They just haven't gotten lined up on the outside yet.
outside. Outside. Still there. The next car is the leader. Still there. The next car is the leader. Clear outside. Car outside. Still there. Clear outside.
Alright, this front group should be faster now, but that second group is led by Davey Allison, it looks like,
Outside.
so I think they're going to catch us.
Still there. Clear. Outside. Clear.
Yeah, I can see the second group in the mirror now. It looks like those two lap cars have latched onto us.
Car outside. Clear outside.
At least while I was in the lead. I don't even really want to pass Ernie right here.
Outside.
Rather he just
Clear.
stay in front. Yeah, here comes Davey on the low side. Looks like he's up to the lap cars.
Still there. Still there. The next car is the leader. Clear outside. Outside. Clear. Car outside. Still there. Clear outside. Car outside. Still there. Still there. Clear outside. Car outside. Still there. The next car is the leader. Clear outside. Car outside. Clear. Car outside. Clear. Outside. Here comes the leader. Still there. The next car is the leader. The next car is the leader. Still there. Still there. The next car is the leader. Still there.
We'll hit the apron a little bit. Oh, something happened to this group, it looks like.
Still there.
Well, they all lined up. There's about,
The next car is the leader.
looked like there was about 20 in this group, but it's hard to tell in the mirror.
Clear.
Now it looks like it's down to about 10.
outside. Still there. Clear. Outside.
Yeah, maybe someone blew an engine or something and kind of cut this group in half.
The next car is the leader. Clear. Outside. Clear outside. Car outside. The next car is the leader.
Oh, someone's blowing up here.
The next car is the leader.
Jimmy
The next
Spencer.
car is the leader. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear outside.
All right, I'll be changing lefts this time.
Car outside. Changing just the left sides this time. Left sides only. Still there. The next car is the leader. Clear outside. Car outside. Still there. Clear. The next car is the leader. Outside. Still there. The next car is the leader. Still there. Clear outside.
Oh, someone else is blown up. Looks like Richard Petty.
Still there. Here comes the leader. The next car is the leader. The next car is the leader. Still there. The next car is the leader. Still there. Clear. Car outside.
Alan Kawicki's passing Darrell Waltrip 3 wide behind me.
The next car is the leader. Still there. Clear. Outside. Still there.
Ooh, I don't like that when it's hard to judge if I'm up beside the guy on the outside or not. It's hard to tell right there.
Still there.
And I always think they're going to cut down and I'll spin them out, and then I won't like that.
Clear outside. The next car is the leader.
Alan was trying to get below me. All right, should be coming up on the second round of pit stops here in the next lap or two, I think.
Outside. Still there. Clear outside. The next car is the leader. Outside. The next car is the leader. Clear. Outside. Clear outside.
Okay, Hut just pit. I think Harry
Outside.
Gant was first to pit last time, so
Clear outside.
like to be single file here. And it looks like Harry Gant pit.
Looks like we're running low on fuel. If that fuel pressure gauge starts to drop, come on in.
And I want to say I pit the lap after Bill Elliott and Jeff Bodine.
Car outside. The next car is the leader. The next car is the leader.
I don't want these guys being on my outside if they're gonna pit.
Clear outside.
Okay, Terry's
Next car is the
pitting.
leader. Car outside. The leader's pitting now. Still there. Clear outside. The next car is the leader.
All right, looks like there's only 4 cars in this group now. I'm betting Bill's gonna pit this time. Probably thinking all 3 of them, the other 3. I'm gonna stay out another lap so I can pit by myself. Okay, Bill's staying out too. Be nice to get a caution right now. Put a bunch of guys a lap down and stuff.
The next car is the leader. The next car is the leader. The next car is the leader. We're almost out of fuel. You're going to have to come in for a splash.
All right, I think Bill's gonna pit this time, but he's in the outside lane.
Car inside. You're up top, 3 wide, inside. You're up top, 3 wide, car inside. You're up top, 3 wide, inside.
Okay, Bill didn't pit.
Still there. You're in first. Still there. You're up top, 3 wide, car inside. You're up top, 3 wide, car inside. Clear.
All right, that was a spontaneous
55.
decision.
Keep it under 3,500 in seconds.
I was up high. I had to let out the gas, so I was like, might as well just come in this time.
Go, go, go! Limits 55. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds.
All right, let's see where I come out this time.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. The leader's pitting now.
How many laps? Okay, lap 73. Still 116 to go. Alright, some guys are coming up on me pretty hot. I imagine that's the leaders. Yeah, it's Terry Labonte and them. There's Bill coming off pit road.
The next car is the leader.
All right, the field's pretty spread out. I see a whole bunch of lappers up here now. Got to try and block these guys a little bit, or else they'll just blow past me and I'll lose the draft.
You're back in the lead.
Alright, looks like it's us four and then 2 or 3 coming up behind us. 2 white cars, looks probably Kowicki and Musgrave. And then there's a bigger group behind them. So this is now a group of 6 about.
Still there.
When that bigger group gets here, it'll be about a group of 12.
Still there.
Maybe 13.
Still there. Still there.
Boy, Alan makes some aggressive moves trying to get past me going into the trial
Car the
bowl.
leader. Clear. Car outside. Still there. Clear outside. Car outside. Clear.
Alan's trying to make a move on me, but I don't want to hit Terry. I had to let off there.
Outside.
Alright,
outside.
this lead pack is about 12 cars, it looks like.
Car outside.
12 or 13. We're coming up on
Still
some
there.
lap cars.
Still there.
Just clip the apron.
Still there. Clear. The next car is the leader. Outside. Here comes the leader. Clear outside. Car outside. Here comes the leader. The next car is the leader. The next car is the leader. Still there. Clear. Car outside. Clear.
But at least this group of lap cars is kind of in a group. So then it's not as jarring when we catch them. If they're running by themselves, then they're really slow and everyone slams on the brakes. Especially if they're running by themselves and they're all beat up and damaged. But like this, it won't be as bad. Just stay to the bottom, and it'll work itself out. I'll just
You're on
cruise
the
by
bottom,
here.
3 wide. Outside. Clear outside. Car outside. Still there. Clear. Car outside. You're back in the lead. Still there. Clear.
All right, that worked out. Be nice if those lap cars can help kick some cars out of this lead draft. But not if I'm leading, and we need someone else to be up here. I think the lap cars can probably stay in this draft as long as I'm leading. It's like Ernie's coming on the high side. He may get passed again. Alright, next time I'm just doing rights.
Changing just the right sides this time. Right sides only.
Boy, Alan Kowicki is fast. I mean, he just... If he got on the outside of me, he'd pass me for sure. Kowicki has had a horrible season in this season that I'm doing. So he's due for a good finish. Though he didn't really do that great in the restrictor plate races back in '92. Okay, someone's coming out of the pits here. Off schedule. Is that Chad Little, I think? No out of bounds rule.
Still there. Clear outside. Outside. Still there.
Yeah, we got Kowicki, Gant, Bodine, and Darrell Waltrip on the outside. That's a pretty strong draft right there. Brett Bodine. Darrell Waltrip.
Clear.
The heel of my brake foot is starting to go a little numb, trying to hold my foot just above the brake pedal. And I don't want to rest it on the pedal, but I don't want to not be prepared in case one of these two guys like blows an engine or something. Are we halfway yet? I don't think so. Okay, just a couple laps to halfway. About
Outside.
12 till the next pit stop.
Still there. Clear.
Yeah, look at Kulwicki and Gant. See, they're two really strong cars. I think Kulwicki is the best car out here. And with Gant right behind him, they're just kind of taking off a little bit. I'm having a harder time staying with them, trying to hold off the dudes behind me. See, if we could just get lined up, I mean, we'd really be cruising. But the AI just don't do that, so I got to keep driving the bottom. I don't think Kulwicki and Gann will get away necessarily, unless we get lap cars in between us or something. Looks like some guys are falling out of this draft though. I wonder if it's because they're in front.
Outside. Still there.
I also wonder if it has anything to do with my tires, because I'm only getting 2 tires.
Still there.
So my tires are now a little more worn than everyone else.
Still there.
I mean, they look fine.
Still there.
All right, Bill's pretty fast, so he's getting by.
Still there. Clear
Yeah,
outside.
you know, and Gant and Kulwicki were running single file too. When they're single file, they're a lot faster. For some reason, Gant wasn't trying to pass
Next car, the
him.
leader.
All right, we're gonna catch these guys
They're
in
the
turn
car flag.
1 and
We're
2, I
halfway
think.
home.
Oh, okay, halfway.
Car outside.
All right, these lap cars
The
are
next car, the leader.
drafting, so they're not going too slow.
Clear.
Tico Wiki just gets a huge draft off of them.
Outside. Clear. Outside. Clear. car's the leader. Clear outside. The next car is the leader. Car outside. Still there.
All right, now we got a lap car by himself.
Still there.
This is a little more dangerous. It looks like it's Dale Jarrett. So he's going really
The
slow.
next car is the leader. Clear outside. Outside. The next car is the leader.
Where are we going to catch him? Going into turn one?
Clear
Is
outside.
Bill going to get under him? No, it doesn't look
Outside.
like it.
Clear.
All right.
Car outside. Clear. Car outside. Clear.
Another lap car by himself. Is this Dale? Or Jimmy Hensley? Maybe Jimmy Hensley. No, it looks like it's Dale. He's going pretty slow.
Car outside. Clear.
Yeah, Dale's going pretty slow. There's something wrong with his car. Lost a cylinder or something.
The next car is the leader. Outside. Clear outside.
Oh, Ernie just pit. Are we at pit stops? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Should have been paying attention to that. All right, Bill's one of the last cars to pit, so I think I'll just keep following Bill here if I could stay with them. Did I change to just 2 tires? Yes, I did. Okay.
next car is the leader.
All right, Harrogant has already pit. There's
Looks
Davey
like we're
Allison
running
in front
low
of
on
us.
fuel. If that fuel pressure gauge starts to drop, come on in.
I may lose this foursome here, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Oh, someone just blew up. Alan blew
Car
up.
inside. Clear inside.
Alan Kowicki's out. There's only been 9 races, and that's got to be like his 7th DNF. 6th or 7th. I mean, I think he's back in like 30th in points. All right, so Bill is going to have a little bit of a lead on me on this pit stop. And he's helping Harry Gant and Davey Allison out a lot right here too. I'm going to stay out for a couple more laps. Okay, it's one of these guys pitting. Bill's really high. All right, I think Bill's pitting this time. No, he stayed out. He was just driving high for some reason.
The next car is the leader. We're almost out of fuel. You're going to have to come in for a splash.
All right, I'm going to pit next lap. All right, I think Bill's probably coming in this time. Yeah, there he goes.
The next car is the leader. The leader's pitting now.
Stay out and draft with these guys for a bit.
You're back in the lead.
Dale's really slow down there. I'm surprised I've stayed up with these guys like I have. All right, I think I'm going to pit this time.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 3,500 in second.
All right. Finished one of my T's.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 3,500 in
Yikes.
second.
Those short pit stops, man, they catch me off guard. All right. All right, looking good.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
Looking good. All right, who's coming up on me? Hill and a lap car. Okay, and then Bill.
Outside.
Davey's coming on the outside.
Still there.
not on the lead lap. I haven't seen him hardly at all. I wonder what happened to him. So we just lapped Davey. It makes me a little nervous when I'm out front and slow like this. Sometimes these guys, they're so much faster than me. They look like they want to move over to the middle lane and pass me, and not really get in that high lane, but kind of like move over a little bit, and then they clip me in the right rear. I'd rather they just move over into the high lane and go around if they're going to make a move. But when they're right on my right rear corner like that, see, Harry's kind of doing it right there. Ricky Rudd coming up out of nowhere. All right, he is in the lead lap. I haven't seen Ricky Rudd much, and it looks like Dale Jarrett is hanging with us. We got about 4.5 seconds on the second group. I'd like for one of these guys to get past me so we could go a little faster here and hopefully try and stay in a group by ourselves. But with me in the lead, that second group will catch right up. Get Davey out front, then I could lead a bunch of laps. It'd be Davey then me. Instead of letting like Bill or Rudd out front, and then they'll be the leader. Wow, that second group actually lost 1/100th of a second that time. Not sure what's up with them.
Still there. Still there.
All right, we're catching Globsback, and he's all by himself, so he's going to be really slow.
Still there.
We may catch him in the turn here. right,
Clear
that worked
outside.
out. See, Rudd's not passing Harry Gant here, and so they're pulling out to a little larger lead. If they just stay in line, we'd go a lot faster. This is where I tell my spotter, like, go talk to Davey Allison's spotter. Tell Davey that if he just drafts me in line, I'll let him have his lap back if a caution comes out. That kind of thing. Like, just stay in line and knock this off trying to jump under me and stuff. It's just making everything more complicated for no reason. All right, we're actually pulling away from that second group. I'm pretty surprised by that. But we are staying in a pretty good line, except for Davey trying to jump out and pass me all the time.
Changing just the left sides this time. Left sides only.
Alright, I'm set for the next pit stop. Looks like Michael Waltrip's about to go a lap down.
Outside. Clear. The next car is the leader. Outside. You're on the bottom, 3 wide, outside.
Oh yeah.
Clear outside.
Thanks, Mike.
You're in first.
Alright, this is Andy Belmont.
Outside. Clear outside.
Only 67 to go. Getting down to it. Looks like maybe 2 more pit stops. Will there be a caution? I hope not. unless I miss up a pit stop, then I'll take a caution. One more pit stop. Looks like it said I could go another 23 laps. Alright, 65 to go. I can go another, let's say, 21 laps. So 21 laps will get me to 44. Yeah, there's got to be two more caution or two more pit stops. But the last one will just be like a splash and go pretty much. Or like a quarter can of fuel. Or a half can of fuel or whatever. And I don't trust my pit crew, so if they say we're going to give you a splash of gas, I'm going to increase it to half a can. Because they'll run me out of gas on the last lap. And here, that would be a killer. If I'm still in the lead draft and stuff. Still a long way to go, though. Just keep ticking off laps. At least like this, I can set my brake foot down a little bit. So I don't have to worry about anyone blowing up in front of me. Lots of mirror driving. Ricky Rudd trying to get below me there. I'm really surprised no one's trying to pass on the outside. Like, they all seem kind of content to stay in the low line and let me block them. Oh, Davey just went in the pits. So he's off sequence. This might be Davey coming out of the pits up here. Yeah, it is. Almost went high.
Car outside. Clear outside.
They're just not getting the run on the outside on this fuel run. There's a group of like 4 cars really far behind us. I don't know if we're pulling away from them or if they're from a second group trying to catch us. Bill Elliott trying to fake me out and stuff. Maybe wrapping up 5 bonus points for leading the most laps. Okay, Harry Gant just pit. Are we pitting already again? Yeah, from staying out, I'm able to go a lot farther because Harry Gant's been the first one to pit like every time. And now he's pitting like 10 laps before me. Which means if that last pit stop, he's going to have to get more fuel than me. So he should have a slower stop than me. I don't know. Davey Allison is back in this lead pack. This is costing Gant a lot of time being out there by himself like that. Ernie Irvin just peeled off the pit road. All right, I know Gant's not going to pit because he already did. Could be convenient to keep him in front of me. Then I can just keep drafting and let those guys behind me pit. And go as far as I can. So I can shorten up the last pit stop.
Looks like we're running low on fuel. If that fuel pressure gauge starts to drop, come on in.
All right, Terry just pit. I set my tires? Okay, we're just getting lefts this time.
Car outside.
And Davey is pretty off sequence, so I don't have to worry about
Still
him
there.
trying to cut across me to get to pit road.
Still there. Clear. Almost out of fuel. You're going to have to come in for a splash.
Oh gosh. Alright, let him
Car
go.
inside.
Slid up a little bit there. I'll just let him go. I don't need to race him.
You're up top. 3 wide. Inside. Clear.
I'm guessing the 41 already pit, but I don't know that for sure. All right, I'm coming in this time. Left side tires only. Speed limit's 3,500. Second gear.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds.
All right. Okay.
Go, go, go! Limit's 55. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds. Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
All right, there's still some lap cars behind me, but they're right in front of Bill Elliott, so stay in front of this group. All right, 43 to go. I'm going to have to pit with like 10 to go. I'll probably get no tires and just like half a can of fuel or something.
Outside. Clear. Outside. Clear.
All right, so Harry Gant was pit like 10 laps before me, so he'll be pitting when I'm at like 11 projected laps, which will just be in like 20 laps. So now the pit schedules are kind of all wonky. So I'd like to stay in front now and just not have to worry about it. If they line up on the outside, they'll pass me. I don't know, for some reason they're just not doing it this time, or on that last run. All right, here comes Ricky Rudd. He's got a pretty good draft with Ernie Irvin.
Still there. Still there.
Oh, sliding a little high. Looking in my mirror too much.
Still there. The next car is the leader. The next car is the leader. Clear outside. Car outside. Clear.
alongside road now.
Outside.
Okay.
Still there. Here comes the leader. The next car is the leader. The yellow flag is out. Let's go.
Oh,
Race back to the line. There's too
man.
much debris on the track.
Debris.
Okay, we're under caution. Stay behind the 5 car.
All right. So
We'll give you a half can of fuel.
I think if we pit now, we should be able to make it to the end. But I really want to beat these guys off pit road, so I'm just going to get right side tires.
Changing just the right sides this time. Right sides only.
Half a can. Okay, he was going to give me half a can, so I'll take 1 can because I don't want him running me out of fuel at the end of the race. He does that a lot. His recommendations suck. All right, so hopefully if I just get 1 can and 2 tires, I'll be able to, these guys will all get 4 and I'll be able to beat them off pit road. And then hopefully I'll be in the front for the restart.
Keep it under 55. Keep it under 3,500 in second. The pace cars entering the tri-oval. The pace cars in the tri-oval. We'll give you 1 can of fuel. The pace cars exiting the tri-oval. Go, go, go. Go, go, go! Limits 55. Keep it under 3,500 in second. The pace cars in turn 1. Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Stay behind the 1 car.
The 1 car? Bill Elliott didn't beat me off pit road? You know what? Just go, Bill. I don't like people trying to be side by side with me on the apron like this. We'll sort it out on the backstretch. All right, see, with the full can that I got, projected laps 37, I don't think that half can would have filled me up or gotten me to the end. Oh, Bill probably beat a whole bunch of guys off pit road here. Okay. I'm in third. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, what are we doing here, guys? Sort
Stay
it out.
behind the 1 car.
You guys are on the lead lap. Looks like Dale Jarrett's on the tail end, so 16. Oh wow, look at all these guys who've fallen out. Whole bunch of dudes. Yeah, I haven't seen Kyle Petty. I haven't seen Rusty Wallace. They're both out. Kawicki was out like 2 pit stops ago. Yeah, Morgan Shepherd, 39. That's what you get. But Strickland's now out, so there's only 29 cars left in the race. No, yeah, 29 left. Oh, and Hillen's stuck on pit road, so there's 28 left in the race. All right, it looks like I don't like Dale Jarrett being on the tail end. He'll start first in the outside line, then Bill Elliott, then Ernie Irvin, then me. On the bottom, we'll have Rick Mast, Davey Allen, or what's Dale Jarrett doing now? Is he going to pit now? No, this is the backstretch. What is he doing? All right, on the inside row is going to be Rick Mast, Allison, Michael Waltrip, Greg Sachs. All right, so 3 pretty fast cars on the inside. So I don't think I have to worry about any like damaged cars because there haven't been any wrecks. I think the thing to look out for is if Allison starts second on the inside and he tries to take Rick Mast 3 wide, then all of a sudden Bill Elliott is going to be on the outside in the 3rd lane. I don't really trust my spotter, but if he says 3 wide, you're on the outside, then I think I have to trust that and get in the outside line. Because some of these guys on the inside may try to go 3 wide. The other thing is too, I restart a lot faster than the AI, so I'm kind of thinking of maybe just nailing the gas, getting in that 3rd lane and just trying to pass them all. And hopefully be past most of them on the backstretch, or at least let it sort out on the backstretch. And that'll at least let us get us away.
We're going green next time by. Okay, we're
from
on the
some
lead
of the
lap.
dudes
Stay
behind.
on the outside line. Stay behind the 4 car on the outside line.
This makes me nervous. I wish it would have just gone green to the end. Plus, tires are a little cold, so gotta be a little careful about that. Okay, right below, or right behind Michael Waltrip is Stan Smith. He's gonna be really slow on this restart. So I don't think I really have to worry about any of the lap cars behind him or from him back. So it's just going to be Mast, Allison, Waltrip on the inside, and then Elliott, Irvin, me, and Mark Martin behind me. And that'll be, and we should be able to break away from the 48 and all the other lap cars. We'll see. How many laps to go? 33 to go. There's still time for a big one. 15 on the lead lap. Some gum. I think I'm ready. But if I try and go on the outside and then Allison tries to take Mast 3 wide, then I'm on the outside 4 wide, and that's a really dangerous situation. So I don't know that I want to do that. I think we'll be fine if Stan Smith is going slow. Hopefully I can go fast enough to get in front of Waltrip and behind Allison or something. Got to think of everything. Cold tires.
Green, green, green. Car inside. Still there.
Shifted into 4th a little early, but it's all good. I don't want to be on the outside here, though. Okay, I'm gonna see. Well, I want to get behind Michael Waltrip,
Still there.
but I can't. Oh, I just touched Michael Waltrip on accident. My bad. Be careful. I want to get low here, though.
Still there. Still there.
Come on, Ernie. All right, there's a huge gap back here, so even if I go to the back of this group, I'll be all right. Whoa,
Clear.
whoa.
Inside. Still there. Clear inside.
Okay. So used to being on the bottom, being on the outside, it just, I don't know, get out of the comfort zone. Don't like that.
Outside. Still there. Clear outside. Car outside.
Get out of here, Mikey.
Still there. Clear outside. Car outside. Still
Pretty
there.
close.
Clear. Car outside. Still there.
All right, everyone in front of me are spots.
car's the leader. Still there. Clear.
All right, 25 to go.
Clear.
Says I'm 3 laps to the good.
You're back in the lead.
Okay, MasGrafx is on the lead lap. Here comes Dan on the outside.
Outside. Still there. The next car's the leader. The next car's the leader. Still there. The next car's the leader. Still there. Still there. The next car's the leader. The next car's the leader. Still there. Clear. Outside. Still there. Clear outside. car's the leader. Clear outside. Still there. Clear.
Got a pretty good push from Mark Martin that time. I'm watching the mirror too much.
You're back in the lead.
It's like Harry Gant has Ted Musgrave and Dale Jarrett behind him. See, how's the field looking? Still looks okay. 15 to go.
Outside.
I'm just gonna hold the bottom. Man, if Harry gets a run and passes me on the outside,
Still there.
I'm not gonna try and block up high.
The next car's the leader. Clear outside. Car outside. Clear.
Move on the apron a little bit.
Car outside. Still there. Clear.
Oh man, where are we gonna catch this guy? I think I'm gonna have to go around on the high
Back
side.
in the lead. Car inside. Still there. Clear.
All right, that worked out. 12 to go. He's slowing a lot. He's slowing them all up. they're going to get a run on me. But as long as I just keep blocking the low lane, I'll be able to stay up here, and then someone's going to have to mount a charge on the outside. If they want to pass me. And that lap car has completely cleared out that high line. Okay, here comes Red on the outside. He's pretty fast. He's got Ernie behind him, but that's it. That lap car just cleared everyone out of that lane, so it's just not enough support up there right now. All right, I think we're catching up on Glotzback again. We're going to catch him in the turn 2. Maybe coming off 4. Yeah, I'm going to stay low and get him off 4.
Outside.
Okay, that worked out.
Clear outside.
Gant's looking high. He's got Waltrip. Waltrip's fast.
Outside.
I got Labani.
Clear. Outside. Clear.
All right, here comes Gant. Full head of steam with Waltrip behind him.
Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. The next car is the leader. Clear.
Now Gant has not been getting as good a fuel mileage,
Outside.
but I'm thinking he would have gotten enough gas to make it to the end,
Still there.
but I don't know.
Still there. The next car is the leader.
I mean, if it goes like all the other green flag runs, I think he would have to pit for a splash on the last lap, or the second to last lap. They got a pretty good draft on the outside right now, though. Is the 17 a spot? And the 10
Clear.
is here. All right, the 17 is a spot. The 10 is a spot as well. I think I'll get Waltrip here by the start finish line. Let's see. Not quite.
Just 5 more to go.
Don't see any more lap cars. Wally Dallenbach's getting into it. Wally Dallenbach's running 5th.
Car outside.
He's a spot too.
Clear.
I don't know. Gant and Waltrip are a pretty good pair, it looks like. And Waltrip's not trying to pass him either, so that just helps him. If Waltrip tries to pass him, then I might be able to get by Gant. Oh no, we're getting down to it. Oh, Terry's leaving me. I'm getting help from Sterling now. Oh, I got a little run here on Waltrip, I think.
Outside. Still there. The next car is the leader. Still there. Clear.
Oh, there's a bunch of guys in the pits, it looks like. I think Gant may have to pit here. Is this a white flag? Sterling all over. No. Okay, yeah, it is. This is a white flag.
The next car is the leader. White flag. 1 more lap to go.
All right, doesn't look like Harry's gonna pit, but I'm gonna have to go low to block Sterling. Oh, maybe Mark Martin will give me a push. Push me, Sterling. I don't think it's enough. Nope, I'm gonna get second. Okay.
There's the flag.
I'll
It's
take
over.
it. Good points day.
Great job,
That'll help
buddy.
in the points a lot. It was a clean race. I'm happy about that. Whoops. No damage. Yeah, once Harry got in front of me, he was pretty fast. And then when Waltrip was right on him, like helping him out, those two, there was no way I was going to pass those two. But then I got past Waltrip. But Harry was just...
Limit 55. Keep it under
He's
3,500
way better.
in seconds.
All right. Let's see, has everyone finished now? I assume so. What am I doing? Okay. Okay, so everyone on the lead lap was in that group at the end. It looks like Gant, me, Marlin, Waltrip, Martin, Irvin, Bodine, Cope, Musgrave, Schrader, Brett Bodine, Bill Elliott ended up towards the back. I wonder if one of the lap cars, like maybe he was on the outside line, and then when we passed the lap car, it just moved him all the way to the back of the group. Labonte, Dallenbach. Dallenbach was right up front at the end. I don't know what happened to him on the last lap. Rudd. And then Allison, Mast, Waltrip, all these guys were in the mix too. All right, 27 finished the race. Bobby Hillen was stuck on pit road for the second half pretty much. 27 finished, 15 on the lead lap. And I come home second. Oops. Talladega. I'm really glad that didn't have that problem at the very start where a car just slams on the brakes. I think it may have happened, but it happened behind us. Behind like the top 20 about. Okay, there really isn't much to look at. I guess I do kind of want to see the start to see if that's what happened. And then I'd kind of like see that restart and me hitting Michael Waltrip in turn 3 on accident. Glad that didn't cause a big wreck. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is the start. There are definitely some stragglers with this ratings formula. Like Glochback, I think he's the slowest guy who consistently starts. Yeah, see, that's Glochback, Bob Schacht, Andy Belmont, James Hilton, I think. Yeah, James Hilton, Chad Little, Bobby Hillen Jr., Jimmy Spencer, and James Smith. No, Smith. What's his name? Jay Smith. No, Stanley. All right, now I have to look. Stanley Smith. James Smith. Stan Smith. All right. Yeah, we've kind of left all those guys. Sometimes they'll catch back up, but some of them definitely fall off the draft. You know, and there's not a whole lot of 3 wide racing going on here. See, look at Glochbeck is now completely out of the draft. Schacht is out of the draft. Belmont and James Hilton. Maybe that's what I was seeing. Okay, right here. Where did... All of a sudden, there's this huge gap here. Okay, someone blew up. Morgan Shepherd. Man, see, I started back here. I'm glad I had already gotten in front of that. So that wouldn't have messed up my race. That's not even really what I was talking about at the beginning. If this happens, there's smoke coming out and he like really legitimately blows his engine. Sometimes there's no smoke or nothing, they just slam on the brakes. And see, that basically cut the lead draft in half. So now we were all pretty spread out from the beginning. And thankfully I was in that top half. Yeah, so that's what happened there. Look at that. I mean, 6 laps in, and there's cars all the way down the backstretch. I mean, that's much more how it was like back in, especially the early 90s or late 80s. That you didn't see many huge packs like this. Usually there would be a breakaway of 5 to 10 cars, and then there would be a pack from like maybe like 7th to 25th, and then there would be stragglers behind them. All right, so that's all that happened there, and then it's pretty much just typical Talladega. After that, see, I'm just holding that low line every single lap. Yeah, see, every single lap, just holding that bottom. That's it. Pretty boring racing, really. Just nothing really happening, just staying in that same groove. And then eventually, there was a caution for debris. There were no debris cautions back then, really. I mean, maybe every once in a while. Maybe after a wreck and then someone goes out there with a busted car and their hood flies off or something, you get a debris caution. Stuff like that. All right, so here is the caution coming up. There's about 38 to go, I think it was. All right, there's the caution. Was someone blowing? No, okay, that was a pace car I saw. Did the pit stop. I came out in 3rd behind Elliott and Ernie Irvan. Yeah, see, Elliott had that champion's pit stall because he was on the pole, it looks like. Yeah. All he had to do was just cross that line. I don't know if that's still an issue nowadays. I think last time I saw a race, there was like a line, and then there was a whole distance here where they actually counted where you came off pit road to try and, I guess, to try and get rid of this. But basically, all Elliott has to do is cross that line right in front of him. Which, I mean, yeah, see, like right there, he's already crossed it. So he's already well in front of Jarrett, Ernie Irvan, and everyone else. He doesn't even have to get up to speed. All right, so then let's see, we're going around under caution. Man, a lot of attrition. Look how small the pack is. Let's see here. I was going through just about every scenario possible coming to the green flag. What if this happens? What if Davey tries to go below Rick Mast? Just trying to think of everything. All right, right in. Okay, here's what I was trying to do, and which was really a stupid idea. Right here, I was looking in my mirror and I saw this gap behind Michael Waltrip. And I thought, man, if I let off a little bit, because I didn't think Stan Smith would catch back up. I figured he would just fall back because he's one of the back markers. So as I'm looking there, I'm thinking if I just let off a little bit, I bet I can slide into that gap. And that would be the best spot. So somewhere in here, see, there I'm trying to avoid Ernie Irvin. And then it starts to close up. And so then I'm like, okay, no, I got to forget it. I'm pretty low there. Yeah, because I was trying to, you know, to be honest, here's what's going on there. Back in NASCAR 1 and NASCAR 2, you could kind of like pinch down the dude on the inside, the AI on the inside, and they would hit the brakes and you could get in front of them. That's just how the AI were programmed back then. And in real life, Dale Earnhardt used to do that all the time, where he would just pinch people down right on the line and make them super uncomfortable to where they would just let off the gas and let them go. Dale Earnhardt was really good at that. So right there, I'm trying to pinch Michael Waltrip down. Kind of coming back to like NASCAR 1, NASCAR 2 days, thinking, oh, if I pinch him down, he'll let me go. But in this game, they don't do that. And so then I'm already pretty low on the track. And when we go into the turn, so right here. Oh, yeah, right there. Yikes. That could have been a disaster. By the way, look at Stan Smith. He blows up here. Going down the backstretch. And that's what caused that huge gap to open up. But, oh gosh, I don't know if that was like cool tires or what, but that was really risky. I could have ruined the whole race right there. Let's see what Michael Waltrip saw. He was like, what the hell, man? And that's pretty significant contact right there. I mean, just a little bit more and it would have been a wreck. Yeah, I definitely got away with one right there. You know, and I don't even know what I was thinking, like you kind of, it's weird, you kind of have to turn the wheel harder in the beginning of the turn, but then you kind of get in the turn and you straighten the wheel back up. But going into the turn, you got to turn it and then kind of turn it back. And I think I turned it and then I just never turned it back. And so I just ended up going low and hitting him pretty bad. That could have been really bad. Oh, this might be a good shot of it. Yeah, just... All right, that was a close one. That was a close one. But that was pretty much it. Then after that, it was just doing what you do, just get in the low line and just hold the low line. And I led quite a few laps in here. Yeah, I mean, there's 2 to go, 1 to go. Or that's 1 to go. No, that's the checkered flag. All right. Let's see. Did I save this? Yes, I did. Okay. Oh, okay. I already got it saved. All right, got it saved. All right, Harry Gant wins it. I come home in second. Kyle Petty, the big loser, he had a mechanical problem. All right, let's see if I can bring up the points here. First, let's see this here. Okay, I led 67 laps. So I got the, yeah, I got the 10 bonus points, 5 for leading a lap and 5 for leading the most laps. Wait, is that right? Wouldn't it be, I thought 185 was the highest you could get if you win. Whatever. It's right. 1 caution, 44 lead changes. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's see if I can bring up the points here. Whoops. I'm going to do this. See if this works. All right, Daytona, Rockingham, Richmond, Atlanta, Darlington, Bristol, North Wilkesboro, Martinsville, Talladega. It worked first time that time. All right, where am I? I have moved up to 6th in the points. With the 1 win at Bristol, and then so I finished first in the last race and second in this race. I've moved up to 6th. To be honest, that is way better than I thought I would be. I'm pretty lucky. I thought I would have been in a lot more crashes and been somewhere back here. And I've been lucky. I haven't had a DNF yet. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for the race when I get on stream and the engine just blows on like lap 10. And then it's like, okay, race over. But that just hasn't happened yet. I've been really lucky. I hope it doesn't. So no DNFs. And even when I've had some accidents, I've been able to get back out there and make up as many positions as possible. So I've done surprisingly well, I think. Yeah, 1 win, 3 top 5s, 4 top 10s. Bill Elliott has been on his game. Even with 4 wins, though, he only has 24 points on his teammate Marlin. The 2 Junior Johnson cars. And then Gant, Rudd, Mark Martin, me. Looking pretty good. Where's Alan Kowicki? 29th. Man. I mean, he's just had all sorts of bad luck. He hasn't had a single top 10 in 9 races. I think he's had like 6 or 7 DNFs now. He just DNFs every race. Which is really too bad. So, I mean, he's not even in the conversation. And we're already almost a third of the way through the season. He needs to get in gear if he wants to even get up to the top 10. All right, so let's see. The real race. I actually just watched this race a couple days ago. Yeah, they had 5 cautions, and the 5 cautions were pretty tame. No big accidents, just some spins, and I think there was actually maybe a debris caution or something in it. Yeah, Davey Allison was pretty dominant. He led 110 laps. Bill Elliott second. Dale Earnhardt, Marlin, Irvin, Kowicki coming home in sixth. Though he never really like ran up front during it. He didn't do that great on restrictor plate tracks in '92. Um, Dale Jarrett, Mark Martin, Morgan Shepherd, Kyle Petty, top 10. Let's see, Buddy Baker was in this race. He ran a few races in '92. Jimmy Spencer, Stan Smith, Jimmy Means, Greg Sachs, Terry Labonte. Terry Labonte had a streak of 8 top 10 finishes when they got to Talladega. He had gotten a top 10 in every race to that point. So he was doing really good in the points coming into Talladega. There's Glotchback. Waltrip, Clay Young, and John McFadden. Yeah. Yeah, just a couple yeah, that was Glotchback. He spun on the backstretch and hit that big, huge berm before they had a wall there. Um, 41 lost an engine, so they threw a caution. 49 spun, 5 spun, and the 98. Oh, actually, you know what? The 98, that's Jimmy Spencer. He actually almost flipped in this race. It was right at the end of the race, or really close to the end. He got airborne on the backstretch, but he came down on all 4 tires. So he didn't actually flip over, but that was probably the worst looking accident. All right. So up next is the Coke 600, my favorite race of the year. I'm really looking forward to that one. And then Dover, which is probably my second favorite track. I love Dover. And in '92 it was 500 miles, so that's going to be a long race. 2 long races in a row, and then I think after that is Sonoma, first road course, and then Pocono. So some long races coming up. But I'm pumped to do the Coke 600. I'm not sure when I'll do it. I think I'm going to do some bush races and get caught up and then come back to this one. All right. If anyone ever watches this, I appreciate it. Not a whole lot going on in this race. It's pretty basic Talladega race. Just glad I didn't screw up any of those pit stops too bad, and ended up having a good finish. Kept the car clean the whole time, so I'm happy about that. That's what I care about the most, is just not having wrecks and being able to keep the car clean. Um, so thank you very much. If anyone watches this, I appreciate it. And that's it for this one.